In our last video, we tried to understand why we suffer and how we can stop the suffering. If you haven't seen the video, I'll link it down below in the comments. Now let us try to understand how to attain happiness, everlasting happiness, and why we have not attained it yet. So if you understand why happiness is so elusive and you don't seem to have it, is when you will understand that you've already always had the happiness right within you. So there is this concept of dukkha in yoga, and dukkha signifies suffering. And this inherent suffering, day after day, day after day, is caused because of Maya, which is the illusions of the world, right? There are so many things in this world that attract us towards it, and we seem to think that once we attain one of those things, we will attain happiness. And we think we'll attain the other thing and we'll get more happiness. And then we dream of a third thing that when we attain it, we'll be the happiest. That's how we think we'll become happy. Now, I don't know if you have experienced in the past, but if you look back, you would have already made so many successes in life, in your past life. Do you remember when you bought your first car or your first home or your first bicycle if you're a child? Or maybe you went to that concert that you always dreamed of, or you had that perfect body that you wanted. You would have attained all those things that you dreamt of, right? To finally have that happiness. And you thought that, okay, when I have this, God, I don't need anything else. I'll be the happiest person in the world. But what happens? When you attain that thing, how long does the happiness stay? 1 or 2 hours? A day? A week? A month? A month is actually quite far-fetched. It doesn't even last a week, right? And then a week later, you start to dream of the next thing, and you think that now, when you attain the next thing, you'll be happier. So you keep delaying your happiness, right? You keep thinking that the next thing happens and I'll be happy. The next thing happens and I'll be happy. And you get caught up in this Maya, in this illusion of the world, and you keep working on attaining various things constantly. And in your journey to attaining those things, you seem to be in dukkha. So you think that once you have it, you'll be happy. But right now, since you don't have it, you are not happy. You're suffering. Or you are in the lack mindset. So there is something lacking. Once I have this thing, I'll have everything. But until then, there is a lack. So once I become fit, this is something very relatable to me. That's why I keep taking this example. But for a very long time, I just thought that if I lose those 5 kilos, I'll be really happy. And when I lost those 5 kilos, I wanted something else. I was happy for a week and then I wanted something else. And I was unhappy because that something else was not happening. So this lack mindset and the suffering due to this lack, this inherent suffering, is caused because we are constantly chasing new things. That is called Trishna in Sanskrit. Trishna is greediness for the next thing, for the next thing, for the next thing. Now, in no way am I saying that you should not be ambitious, you should not dream of things, you should not want this and then that and then that and then that. No. Life is a beautiful journey. Keep working on achieving your dreams one by one. Why not? The only thing that I'm saying is until you attain that thing, do not be in the lack mindset. It is a journey to attainment, right? And enjoy that journey. Now, this is where detachment or vairagya also comes in. So, detachment is essentially not being attached to that outcome. Okay, you keep working towards that outcome, but you're not attached to it. Like, if it doesn't happen, my life is nothing, right? It shouldn't happen like that. So if you're detached, You're like, okay, I'm working towards a goal, but I'm not attached to it. When you're not attached to the goal, when your happiness doesn't depend on that goal or the attainment of that goal, that's when you start to enjoy the journey of attainment, and you realize that happiness is right here in this moment while you're working at your next goal. Okay? Even when you did not have that first car, you were in the journey of trying to gather money to buy that first car, and that journey was a fun journey, right? Look back, think about it, it was fun, right? But at that time, were you happy? No, you just thought that once you have the car you'll be happy. So what I'm trying to say is, this trishna or this greediness of attaining the next thing and then the next thing will never end. But do not keep your happiness dependent on attainment of that. Okay, be happy right now, in this moment. You have everything, enjoy the journey. Okay, this maya and this illusion of the world has been created for us to keep us engaged in trying to attain new things. And it is a wonder, right? We are able to attain our goals, it's beautiful. But happiness does not depend on your next goal. Your happiness is right within you. It's right within you. And that's again where the concept of your true self comes in, right? And I've talked about it before in the linked video. When you understand that your true self is not this body or this mind, so all the thoughts in this mind, all the aims and dreams of this mind, and the pain and suffering or enjoyment or satisfaction, contentment of this body, this is not you. Once you realize that your true self is beyond this body and mind, that's when you realize that your true self is always also in bliss mode. The happiness of your true self is not dependent on the attainment of your next goal. Your true self is inherently in bliss, always. I don't know if it helps. I don't know how much you understand. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm very happy to talk about this topic. See you in my next video. Bye.